Well, welcome to everyone that's here in person to the meditation support group of the School of Christian Mysticism, and welcome to all of you who are watching at a different time. Just this short reflection on a theme which to do with our spiritual practice. And this meditation support group is an opportunity for us to share about that theme, and in any way, in any other way, gain the support of each other for our practice, our personal practice. So I thought today we would have a concentration on gratitude. And so I have some reflections on that to share with you, some imagery as well. But we're thinking today in particular of the role of gratitude in our meditation, our contemplation. What role does it have? If it has a role, does it help, and in what way? Is it something we have to cultivate, or does it arise naturally through our practice? So I'd like to just share yes, Tim, I'm afraid I'm going to need to. Thank you. By way of attuning us to our theme. This is some words by Rumi, the Sufi poet. Be grateful for your life, every detail of it, and your face will come to shine like a sun. And everyone who sees it will be made glad and peaceful. Persist in gratitude, and you will slowly become one with the sun of love. And love will shine through you in its all-healing joy. This path of gratitude is not for children. It is the path of tender heroes, of the heroes of tenderness, who, whatever happens, keep burning on the altar of their hearts the flame of adoration. Be grateful for your life, every detail of it, and your face will come to shine like a sun. And everyone who sees it will be made glad and peaceful. Persist in gratitude, and you will slowly become one with the sun of love, and love will shine through you in its all-healing joy. This path of gratitude is not for children. It is the path of tender heroes, of the heroes of tenderness, who, whatever happens, keep burning on the altar of their hearts the flame of adoration. It is the path of tender heroes, of the open heart of the vulnerable heart. I'd like also to share, as part of my attuning to this theme, these images. I don't know if any of you have heard the work of Masaru Emoto. He exposed water to words like gratitude, love. Also, he exposed water to what we might think of as more negative words like war and some insult. And then he froze that water very quickly in a method which he cultivated. And then he took photos of them. And this is the crystal which emerged when the water was exposed to love and thanks. A very beautiful crystal. So what I'm reflecting with you here is, since not only physically we're made up almost entirely of water, and that we have the element of water in us at many levels, when we come into alignment, or gratitude can bring us into an alignment. A lining up of our own souls with the divine. How do we come into alignment with God without obstructing God's love? And the gratitude, according to these ideas of or findings of Masaru Emoto, gratitude would be one of the ways in which we can do that. And there's another one here. Masaru Emoto was Japanese, so this is this water was exposed to the word arigato, thank you, in Japanese. It's sharing now. We note that Jesus in his ministry gave thanks before breaking bread, most significantly at the Last Supper, before the feeding of the 5,000, for example, and also before the raising of Lazarus. He gave thanks for the healing action of God in anticipation of it, anticipation that his prayer would be heard. And I'd just like to finish this attuning of us for this meditation support group with some words of Father Thomas Keating. There's a story he tells of when in January 1944, which some of you may know already, he was 21 and he was about to enter the seminary, and the Second World War was raging, and he was feeling very guilty. He wanted to become a monk and a priest, and he felt that he was dodging the war. And the Monsignor's words to him about this, the head of his seminary, said, "This war is not meant for you. This war is not meant for you." And 21 years later, after having spent the war praying for peace and praying for the effects of war on the soldiers and all other people involved in conflict, he was at the Second Vatican Council in Rome, and he and some of the other abbots visited the American seminary near Anzio Beach. And he remembered the Monsignor's words, "And this war is not meant for you." And he says, walking through the cemetery of those that had died on the beach, it was as if I had come home to a warm welcome among people who greatly loved me. I felt an increasing surge of gratitude that mysteriously surrounded me. I just could not believe what was happening, and I tried to conceal my emotions from those who were with me. As I lingered there, I realized unmistakably that these soldiers who had died were my special friends. It was as if they were saying, "Here is the guy who prayed for us when we were going up the Po Valley to be shot to pieces. Thanks for helping us with your austere life and prayers when we desperately needed them." At that point, the words of the Monsignor came back to my mind, and I understood in a flash of recognition their profound meaning. This war is not meant for you. The war from which I was mercifully spared did not mean that it did not have a different kind of war waiting for me. It was as if these friends were saying, "You are now in a war that is going to last even longer than ours. We will help you get through it." I realized I would owe them much more than they ever owed me. In any case, everything in human affairs is interconnected. Whatever we do for others now will someday be returned. Even modern physics tells us that in the physical universe, everything is interconnected. Human beings are one family. We come from one source and are destined for one end. Some are a little further along, and some are falling back and trying again. That experience taught me that everyone is interrelated, and that the veil between us and the next life is very thin indeed. That experience gave me the courage to fight the battles assigned to me. Indeed, the war for which God reserved for me has lasted a long time. So let us now have 5 minutes of silence just to contemplate these attunements around the theme of gratitude.